Hi team, this is Chris Abraham from GOHacademy. Welcome to the 2026 Go Reading Workshop Series. Now we're going to be doing a whole bunch of new problems involving reading for foundations of reading and reading special exams for teachers that are taking the reading exams in all the different states. Whether you're in Massachusetts or Ohio or Connecticut or North Carolina, wherever it is, or Texas or California, whatever state you're in, we're going to be covering those core ideas in phonological and phonemic awareness, phonics, fluency, reading comprehension, these core ideas to help you pass your exams. Use these videos to get better at these exams, to get better at the tests and pass them. Now let's just jump right in. Let's start, let's go, and let's have fun. Okay team, our first set of videos is going to be involving phonological awareness. So this is that skill involving hearing sounds and words. All these activities that we do in all the problems are all oral language or auditory activities. So make sure you think about that. These are all sound activities. And each problem that we'll do will involve something to do with sound, hearing those sounds in spoken language. Let's take a look at our first set of problems. Let's go. The first strategy I want to talk about involves sound boxes. This is so important because sound boxes and oncoming boxes, these are going to be some of the main strategies we use to help with phoneme segmentation, and they work really well when you're writing an open response case study. So let's just talk about the general idea here. Pause the video real quick and just read this slide real fast. Just pause it, read it to yourself. Unpause and let's just talk about sound boxes, okay? Sound boxes or oncoming boxes can be used as an auditory activity to help with phoneme segmentation. Notice that in the picture here, there is no print. In fact, they don't involve print. They don't have to involve print. Pure sound boxes include those boxes like that graphic organizer and some type of diagram or picture. No print necessary. It is purely an auditory activity, and it follows a couple of key steps. Step one, the teacher says the word or holds up a picture where the student is able to spot the word. In this case right here, they look at a picture, a flashcard, and they see the word sheep. So if we're doing this out, the student would say sheep, and then they would start with the segmenting process of taking each of the sounds they hear, sheep, and do sh, e, p, sheep. Let me show you how that works. Let's write down the word sheep. And I'll put my boxes right underneath. Now, technically, we're not going to actually write down the word. We would say this word out loud to a student, sheep, or we would have a picture of a sheep. The student is given either a verbal prompt or a picture. And the teacher usually says the word sheep. The student repeats the word sheep. And then just from hearing the sounds in the word, we're looking to see if the student can identify or segment the individual sounds in that word. So in this case right here, we're looking for the student to be able to be like sh, e. And sometimes they have tally or pegs to fill this out, or they could just use a pencil and fill it out. But the idea is that they're going to be like sh, e, 3 sounds. And they can segment the individual phonemes in this word and then blend them together. So this activity here, it has them isolate each of the phonemes in the word, sh, e, p. I hear 3 sounds and then blend them together, sheep. This is a really nice activity to get better at phonemic awareness because that's involving hearing, identifying, and eventually manipulating all the sounds in words spoken in oral language. Now this idea here, using the oncoming boxes and sound boxes, it can be modified. We could add not only saying the word and segmenting and blending the sounds, but then we can add a third component to it. And this is going to be to actually write it out or spell it out. And when we add that spelling component, it turns this phonemic awareness activity into a graphophemic awareness activity or a phonics activity. Because now, if I'm asked to spell it out, we have to match up the sounds with the correct corresponding spelling patterns or graphemes. So we'd have to be like, shh, I use the SH, that diagraph for that sound. The E, I use the double E vowel diagraph for that sound. And the P, I use that grapheme or letter for that sound. So in here, now we have sort of This is very similar to the strategy say it, move it, and spell it. But here we have something where the student says it. I'll number it. Step 1, they say the word out loud. Step 2, they segment and blend the individual phonemes in a word. And step 3, then they go and they spell it out, linking sounds with letters, or we're going from oral language, matching it to, we're basically taking oral language and spelling it out. So it's a really good letter sound correspondence activity. It turns into a really good one. Now, team, whether you call it say it, move it, spell it, or you do some variation of a Laconin box that accomplishes the same thing, this is a really good activity to use if you saw students struggling within phonics, because you could use this on words to help explicitly teach the phonics patterns, because they'd have to hear all the sounds in a word, and then they'd have to explicitly match up those sounds with the correct phonics patterns. This would be very helpful, especially if you're thinking about a strategy for your open response essays involving helping a student with phonics. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up, share it with a friend. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, team.